And he just left you all of those things.
Yep. Yeah, I'm certain that he's not, you know. So
Coming back.
that wasn't ammo for like some sort of boss fight or anything. That's just ridiculous. Oh, and then yeah, I should have actually let him fight a little bit because he goes underground and then tries to like snap you from underground and it looks cool. And I forgot.
Oh.
But unlike those big machine gun guys, he does disappear completely. Um, so that part is one of the reasons why this part is so hard. Uh,
The
but
puzzle. And in the end, he didn't get messed up too much.
no, but that guy, like on Pro, one of those quick time events, if you fail it, you can die really easily. Like just
Mm.
failing one can be lethal very easily,
Mm-hmm.
even with full health, like this. Um, but that's one of the reasons why it's difficult, and the other reason is I think right outside this door, maybe. No, no, never mind. I take that back. So I feel like the United States would already have some idea of the fact that there was a giant military island.
No.
Like, you just think that they would be in, like rocket
No.
launchers and all these arms deals and the not to mention, when it was just one village, it was like, oh well, one crazy rural village in Spain, maybe that
It's
could go
it's in
missing.
Spain. Nobody cares.
But in Spain, Russia, I guess,
Yeah, Spain, Russia is a lot more of a unique location where the currency is chocolate coins.
currency is chocolate coins, and everybody's favorite health food is weed,
Frozen weed.
frozen weed. What is this? Krauzer's note. Okay, so this is where the part where they explain that Krauser kidnapped Ashley to gain Sadler's trust, basically just explaining what he told you, and then he's gonna kill you and Ada.
Welcome.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Got a selection of
Sure.
good things
Also,
on sale for
Merchant
you.
Guy has evil glowy eyes, but he just uses that evil for capitalism as opposed to like stabby,
Thank you.
killy stuff.
Well, but of course, I mean,
Thank you.
he needs to attract customers some way. He can't have a flashing banner, so he has to settle for flashing eyes.
Come back.
I th thought you were gonna say flashing something else, but
That's on Wednesdays.
What are you buying? What are you selling?
so the reason I did that was because the mixed herb, when you mix all the herbs, is worth 10,000 pataz. So I'm so close to my second million. Okay, yeah. So this
Two
place
million
is
patas, but that's like $7.
pretty, right? Spain currency jokes or Russia Spain currency jokes.
That
Spain
like
Russia,
multiplies in.
right? This place looks cool. I like these ruins here. I don't know
Mhm.
where like this now we're in Greece or something. But
Yeah, they have.
You two are all hooked up now, is that it? Where's Ashley? Do you really want to know?
no, I'm just asked you because I thought I'd be a jerk.
But you'll need 3 insignias to open it. What are you gonna do, Krauser? There's one in the north, and the other in the east. And let me guess, you got the last one. It pretty much means you're on a tight leash. Sounds like you thought this one out pretty well.
And the
He's
whole
gotta
part
put-
of
What?
and the whole part about him not wearing a shirt is just to make Leon all hot and bothered
Well,
throughout this
not
whole
wearing a
section.
shirt, smearing blood all over his face. You know, he knows what the Leon's like.
What Leons are all about.
I do like these cutscene sequences, or not these cutscene, these quick time event sequences, because these ones actually like are pieced together well. Like
Yeah,
there's not a
they're
lot of
very
jerky-
cinematic.
Yeah, and there's not a lot of jerky like transition.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but this part's actually like not as much right now, but pretty hard if you're. Nah, I don't pay attention to you. Nope. Can't catch me.
Senpai will never notice you with those futile efforts of yours.
You didn't smear enough blood on your face. You should smear more blood on your face. That'll get my attention. Now that was a jerky cutscene transition. I have no idea where I am now.
What do you intend to do restoring Umbrella? To bring order and balance to this insane world of ours.
Yeah, the guy with blood smeared all over his
Psycho
face.
like
That's
you
what he
can't
wants.
bring order or balance. You don't seriously think a conservative mind can chart a new course for the world, do you?
You can press a button to dodge, or you can just.
You can just move slightly to the left.
Okay, he's gonna do it again. Yep. Or just not move at all because he's just sitting up there throwing grenades. And now doing gymnastics. This is the best circus ever.
And he just flashed you.
People keep on doing that.
Oh my god, they just needed to put one section
Yep.
with a block pushing puzzle.
Yep. It's not even a puzzle. It's just push the block over there.
It's just like how in Resident Evil 2, the police station just suddenly turns into a fucking museum.
Yeah, that's another thing I've noticed from Japanese games. They don't know what police stations look like.
No.
They're sort of
Well-
like, you know, it's like the place with, you know, Arnold Schwarzenegger in it sometimes. Oh, and this part's really cool, actually, because if I went, there's two ways to go. I can go right or left here. And if I go right, then you can see there's his shadow right there. And if I wait here, he throws grenades at me.
Ah.
And if I go up, he just tries to, he ambushes me like that. If you go around the other way, he's actually not in the same place. He's in a different place. It's cool.
Good thing this game doesn't use any dynamic lighting, because otherwise you would not be able to see that he was there.
Oh, and I shot his hat off.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's cool that I don't know. I just think it's cool that they have him like wait and ambush for you. Now it doesn't always work
Yes.
out. Like you saw the other time, I just ran past him. It was like whatever. But that time I had to flip the switch. So
Couldn't just plain ignore him like we usually do.
Senpai had to notice him a little.
Oh, and those aren't parasites; those are just robots.
Yeah, those are Krauzer's robots.
Shadows are really all over the place in this location.
Well,
I mean, yes, this is a PS2 gen game, so
Comrade,
you actually have to hit a button to respond in a cutscene.
Umbrella.
If you don't respond, it's actually faster though. But then it came right out of a cutscene, and I actually wasn't paying attention, and I got hit by an explosive. And I was like, shit.
shouldn't you just be combining the red with the green
Oh no,
ones?
because I'm trying to use up those ups. Well, not really trying to, but I'm just like I was just using them up. I didn't really care. Because I'm gonna put the big, you know, rocket launcher in my inventory, so I don't have a lot of space.
Ah, I get it.
So I'm just using them up. I guess I could have combined them all and then used them, but they did the same thing this way. So
Yeah, pretty much. Like, I was thinking if you're going to waste them anyway.
yeah.
2 down, 1 more to go, Krauser. We'll see about that.
I don't even need this gun that I could use. Well, I mean, he's been trying to use it so far and been really ineffective with it, so. He just gave us the middle finger.
Witness the power. You've lost it completely, Krauser. Prepare for your death, Leon.
It was such a sound effect made in the kitchen with a frying pan.
Yeah.
I love it.
Now that's where this whole fight goes totally wrong. Because he keeps spinning around like some sort of battle game. And then, well, I'll complain more later. Sorry. About to get super complainy up in here. I hit the button to dodge, but because I'm backed against a wall, it actually
Doesn't work.
doesn't dodge. Yeah. I didn't know that happened, but learned it right there. No, this part's really hard if you're not playing like silly mode like I am. I mean, beating it by playing conservatively isn't too hard, but it takes a few tries typically, and it's a tough part of the game. And this has all been one chapter, you know.
And there's also the time limit.
Yeah, that too. So you can't play too scaredy cat. He's not dead though. If you play the Ada part, he comes back to life, and you have to fight him. But Leon assumes because he dropped a thing, you know, he must be dead.
That's how it usually works. I mean, when your enemy drops glittery coins, that means they're no longer breathing.
Scott Pilgrim taught me that. And here's a nice part. Like, they gave you a shortcut right to where you need to go.
Oh yeah, that's good
You don't
game
have to-
design.
So you don't have to ramp your way all through the thing. But I don't understand why they, like, this whole game is just like, here's a gate with a hole in it. Put the thing in the hole. Move on. Here's a gate with a hole in it. Put a thing in the, you know, like, that's like the whole thing.
Yeah, I what I don't get is why isn't this just like you have all of the things, just do it.
Yeah, but you can't, unfortunately.
And at least this time it's I assume it's better in the regard of do you actually have to go manually into the menu, or does it just pull up the menu whenever you check it?
It pulls up the menu whenever you check it.
Yeah, that's
Although it's
better.
faster to go into the menu. But I didn't do that because it's easier just to mash X. Because you can just sit there mashing X and it'll do it for you, basically.
Yeah, because there was one game where they had like very limited adventure game elements in it. It was literally for like 4 things in the entire game that you needed to actually go into the inventory and pick an item. At which point you don't even really know that it is a mechanic that you can do. It just happens somewhere in the middle of the game that you have to face the thing and pick out the one item in the inventory that has even the slightest relation to it. It's just so dumb because it doesn't add anything to it really. Because the character clearly knows that what he's supposed to do with which thing. It's not like astrophysics.
But I don't know. I just don't like the fact. I mean, I've been praising Resident Evil 4 a lot, but I just don't like the fact that they made it so that like all the sections feel redundant in terms of like just go get the things at the end of the stuff and then move on. Like if it, instead of having you pick up stuff, putting it in your inventory and then go on, there's just like if they just had switches at the end of each of the paths that you had to go down and press, that would be fine. Like, you know, have some sort of variety, I guess, in terms of these big, long things that you have to do like that.
That's true. That's true, more or less.